Hey guys, how is everyone? Sorry I'm a touch late. I played a little game with myself this morning and said that I have to go on a run before I do this. So I was trying all these things done and then of course forced myself to go on a run, which I did and I made it, but now I'm a little sweaty. I did wash my face, but I can still feel it. But I just wanted to thank you for joining me this morning and uh, getting involved with setting up some new intentions for 2017. Just by joining me, you've already began to set the intentions. And so I always say do annual intentions instead of resolutions, just because that energy with the word intention feels better. My girlfriend Jenny started saying that, introduced that to me a few years ago. And when you set the intention, it just feels more doable instead of a resolution, which the vibration of that is just a touch heavier. So some things I want to talk about. First is 2016. I know many of you may have already done maybe a little ritual last night, releasing some of your stories from 2017 that are not serving you anymore. And so if you haven't done that, I do want you to take a moment to think about what happened in 2016 that just didn't feel right, that you just want to let go of, that you don't want to become your BS story for 2017. And it can be something really heavy, or it can be something, fairly light. So some of my things, I know with some people, the election was really, really heavy for them. And it kind of sucked the energy out of them. And they started just getting a little bit more negative and a little bit more negative and a little bit more negative based on how they were feeling and getting sucked into that. So if that's the case, choose to release some of that heaviness. Some of the other things, like I'll give you some of my personal examples. Some like revolutions that I took in and kind of held on to is that not everyone's nice. I get that. I'm 44 years old, I get that, but I really, really felt it this year, and that was huge for me, was to really feel that some people just don't care about other humans as humans. And for me to kind of wrap my brain around that and feel that was really hard for me. But I'm not going to carry that forward because that's not going to become my story. I don't need to save any of those people. I don't need to actually do anything with them but send them love and light and keep going. Another example that I learned is that I can't wait for things to happen. I can't hope that it's going to happen. And even I can't set the intention that I want something to happen, but then I don't create time or space for it to happen. Does that make sense? So thanks, Jana. I love you too, sister. So I just want you to think about some of those things. So get clear on something that happened in 2016 that you want to leave behind. So any of your BS stories that you created, for me, maybe even a little pity party when I hurt my shoulder back in March. I separated my shoulder and had to have surgery. That was